Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody from all around the world. I'm Jeffrey Gitomer, and you may know me as the author of the Little Red Book of Selling, but the bottom line is today, we're not going to talk about sales, we're going to talk about life, because it is day 2 of the new work year. And I want to know where your ass is in terms of in gear or not in gear. People need to start earlier. You need to start a half an hour earlier now. I just want you to be on and be ready to go. If you notice, I start right away. I don't wait for people to show up. Dude, if you're here, you show up and you're ready to roll. But the bottom line is, it is time right now. And the better you are at preparing yourself, the more successful you're going to be at whatever's coming next, because nobody knows what's coming next. You don't know. I don't know. You just kind of pay attention to the world, but I don't care about the world. I care about my world. My world involves you. It involves my customers. Have I made any sales calls yet this morning? Oh, yeah. Have they been successful? Oh, yeah. And am I loving what I'm doing? Oh, yeah. And that should be the clue. That should be the gift. That should be the clue. Love what you do and do a hell of a lot more of it. Just that simple. I see people popping in from all over the world right now. And of course, Toru is here. Isn't that cool? Huh? So it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And the Insiders Club is going to meet today. I got a little coaching to do. It's going to be an amazing day today. I'm so jacked for it, I can't stand it. But your job is to prepare for your day. I'm ready for my day. I prepared last night. If I didn't, what kind of a guy would I be if I said, well, I don't really have shit to do today. I don't know. What do you want to talk about, you guys? No, I know what I'm going to talk about. I know because I pay attention. My ear is to the ground. Totally to the ground. What's a favor? Somebody who has motivated you in your life, you may not know it. The guy who trained at my gym for years passed away last week. Oh, wow. That's cool. Yeah. This is a beautiful message, Tom. You got to tell people. You got to tell people. You know, Wyatt Woodsmall, my 2020 inspiration, who I met last year in January. We've spent the last year, and I told him last night on the phone that he was the most inspirational thing for me for last year, was getting to know him better. He didn't understand what to do about it. He was like, oh. But sometimes you meet somebody in your life and they mean something to you. And yes, my family means everything to me, but it was so cool to get close to somebody that intelligent and exchange information on a regular basis. I know some of you right now are looking for the next bit of inspiration, and my job is to try to help you find it. No motivate, inspire. Big difference. Motivation lasts for a day or two. Inspiration is something you got from a high school teacher or a college professor 25 years ago that still sticks with you. Those ideas from your mom, from your dad, from your Uncle Bill. People that gave you lessons in passing and you didn't really realize it. I was complaining to my father about inflation in 1974 when gas prices went from a quarter to 75 cents a gallon. And you know what he said? Son, there's a secret to inflation. I said, what is it, Pop? He said, earn more money. Oh. And my dad decided that his lot in life was just to keep it simple. I mean, that was the whole deal. Just keep it simple. And he did it. And so that's my message for the day. Keep it simple. It's not that complicated. It's not multiplication or division. It's usually pretty much just adding and subtracting. Number 1, Schneider, good morning. Beck, number 2, to beat the best, you have to be better than the rest. Said by the great Larry Beck. My dad. That's so cool. The great Ric Flair used to say, and Ric Flair lived in Charlotte. I see him at the airport all the time. I call him Champ. You know Ric Flair, the wrestler. To be the man, you got to beat the man. Woo! And that was his. And people would come up to him all the time and want his autograph for their son. Funny as hell. Bruce, good morning, bub. Good thing we did a thing last night on Clubhouse. Bruce is a really cool guy. Has a great background, great story. And Joachim, how are you? We're trying to get you into the Clubhouse somehow or the other. Prosper by steady industry, by constant work, and by ever keeping in view the great principle of doing to others as you would be done by. Samuel Smiles. That's his interpretation of the golden rule. Isn't that cool? Said 170 years ago. 170 years ago. Isn't this a solid principle? I mean, seriously, this is a gift. Samuel Smiles is a gift, and Joachim is giving us insight into him every single day. I'm hoping you're paying attention. I'm hoping you're doing one thing to get some Samuel Smiles into your life. So simple to do. So simple to do. Williams, good morning. The soil says, don't bring me your need, bring me some seed. That's exactly right. Jim Rohn was not just a great philosopher, he's a great farmer. The secret of change is to focus all your energy, not on fighting the old, but on building the new. Whoa, whoa. Good morning, Brian. The pessimist complains about the wind, the optimist expects it to change, and the realist adjusts the sails. William Arthur Ward. I have all the William Arthur Ward stuff now. Some of it's signed. It's so cool. This guy's brilliant. I mean, literally brilliant. Daily in Fort Worth, Texas, for years and years and years. Good morning. Can't see who you are, but good morning. Never leave small fishes in search for a bigger one. I don't disagree with that at all. I don't disagree with that at all. South Florida, good morning. Gittimer Nation, good morning. Hi, Kenny. Ken and I seem to appear on these same calls on Clubhouse. They're pretty cool, actually. I'm going to start a Clubhouse room. I have to. Good morning, Mary. How are you? And shared live, and thank you very much. And Ken, howdy from Mount Pleasant. Dude, loving it. We'll be having coffee soon. Morning, ready to work, ready to rock. So, JR, the duty of helping one's self is in the highest sense involves the helping of one's neighbors. Whoa, Samuel Smiles. Very well said. This is so cool, isn't it? Come on. The Philippines has checked in. Scott has checked in. Taru has checked in. Good evening, Taru. Nice to see you, my friend. Everyone will say hi to you. Fired up, Jason, go. Fully engaged at NAI, SWFL. Let's get this done. Kevin, go. How many people have called you Fitz in your life, Kevin? I'm going to say probably everybody. Good morning. Don't forget, I have a coaching call on the Insiders Club today. Just be there. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Good day. Cheers. Kellyanne, good morning. Malcolm Evans. Oh, I like Malcolm Evans. First guest of my newly branded show. He's really good. You're going to love him. You love his accent as well. I love his accent. And can't wait for the Insider Club meeting. After this, want to join? Check out Gittimer.com/Insiders Club. Justin, let me tell you something. You're a Clubhouse, literally, junkie. And love it. He laps up information and then turns it into money. He totally gets it. Bruce wants to say, if I started half an hour earlier, I'd start last night. Oh, my God. Very well. There's a great Groucho Marx line, and he's hugging some woman. The woman says, hug me tighter. He says, if I hug you any tighter, I'll be on the other side of you. Anyway. Yeah, great to hear your origin stories. I agree. They were fun. They were really fun. Shared Optimist, Cynthia Mannion, good morning. And thank you, Cynthia. I got the t-shirt. Thank you so much. Hi, Bruce. Good morning from Toronto. Music, high ROI, little time spent listening. Ooh. I love what I do. Mary, I'm so happy for that. I'm so happy for that. Good morning from Austin, Texas. Peggy, rock and roll. A lot of cool things happening in Austin, Texas. A lot of cool things. Good evening, Toru. Isn't that cool? Yeah, this is brilliant, Tom. I saved it and I sent it to myself. It's really well said. Find the person that inspired you or motivated you who may not know that they did it. Call them up and thank them. I promise you that person will feel great, but you will feel greater. Cool. Yep, loving what you're doing. I'm glad of that, Michael. That's the deal. And oh, by the way, New York City is here. This is cool. That's just totally cool. Let's go. Exactly. Make the difference in the world, even if you're from Idaho or Omaha. Come on, this is America's checking in. I totally love this. The question is, what are you doing? Write it down. What are you doing today that's going to impact you tomorrow? What are you doing today that's going to impact somebody else tomorrow? That's where you have to be. And you have to be doing it in a way that absolutely rocks. This is cool. Oh, this is so cool. Come on. Doesn't get any better than this. I literally love this. I'm sending this to the CEO of the company right now, and you can't stop me. Is this unreal or what? Yeah. This is going to go to the CEO. Yeah. And the head sales guy at Hippo. Maybe they'll buzz out to you. I hope they will. Exactly. Eureka, California has finally checked in. Eureka. Skinner, a true American, a true patriot. Proud of you. Great client meeting yesterday, new one today from the road. I'm on the Insiders Club now. Boom. Loving it. Loving it, Skinner. Travel safe. I know where you're going. Good morning. Oh, yeah. Also have those 3 things done as AM. Exactly. This is what you have to do. You do it for yourself, but other people benefit as a result of it. Good from Vegas. Time to get comfortably uncomfortable in business and move forward. Why don't you take out your moment this morning and listen to the Pink Floyd song, Comfortably Numb. It will inspire you because it's so brilliant and so beautiful, but it will challenge you that you better not be comfortably numb. Did my first live stream last night at 7:47. This is phenomenal. I'm saving it. I'm sending this to my publisher. How about that? Because they're the guys that want to know, is the book working? Unbelievable what people won't do in this world. And Jason, you're exactly on the right path. I mean, exactly on the right path. So you hang in there and do it the right way, the best way. I'm going to send this to my buddy Zach. Nope. There we go. I think it's this one, but I'm not 100% positive. We'll check it out and see. Boom. I just love I love these messages. Thank you so much for delivering them. You have no idea how appreciative I am of them. I try to tell you, but it's a heart thing. Sometimes a heart thing is harder to convey. Wow, so many people on this morning. I'm loving this. Thank you for being here. So good. Kevin's here. Skinner. What's going on? Morning. Mazda man sold a bunch of cars. I don't care if you're a trash collector. Be the best trash collector you can be. Boom. Boom. Sunny South Florida is checked in. Skinner, what do you got in your mind here? Yeah, exactly. I made a mission to contact the people in my life that made a difference and find them and tell them thank you. It only took missing that opportunity with my 5th grade teacher to know how important it is, and so strange that sometimes I go talk to somebody and then within weeks or months, they're gone. Yeah, I have some stories about that, but we'll talk about them later. The spirit, the will to win, the will to excel are the things that endure. These qualities are so much more important than the events that occur. I agree, Glenn. Excellent, excellent statement. And Dylan, good morning to you too, bud. Thank you for your inspiration, Andrew. My darn pleasure. Aha. Well, there you go. Aha. Tevin, Belgium, has checked in. Reading the Helen Keller story. Oh my God, you have no idea. Just to throw some inspiration at that, there's a Broadway play called The Miracle Worker. It's a story of Helen Keller's life, and it's played by Anne Bancroft and Patty Duke when she was just a kid. And my parents took me to the theater to see the play. In Philadelphia, plays used to open before they went to Broadway, and my parents had tickets in the front. So my brother and I go, and we see the Helen Keller story, and at the end, you're crying, literally crying, leaving the theater. It's so inspirational. And I'm walking out, and I bump into my 8th grade English teacher, and I'm in the 8th grade. Guess who got an A for the rest of the year and didn't do shit? Unbelievable. Wow. Mrs. Best. I don't know whatever happened to her. Yellow hat in the bar one night. Anyway, thank you, Tom. Nice to meet you. Exactly. 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 Good morning. Jeffrey, Ken, my pleasure. Yeah, it's funny. I don't consider myself humble, but I have a lot of humility. I'll just put it that way. I think that's the best way of putting it. Yep. Everybody wooing. Everybody saying good morning to somebody else. Can the Insider Club members get a clubhouse invite? David, you got to. The short answer is yes, but the long answer is you have to download the app, have an iPhone, come to a meeting, and someone will invite you up, and you can become a member. Excuse me. And finally, Memphis makes it. This is important. Coachman, how you doing, bud? Wilmington, North Carolina, enjoying life of a. This is cool. This is cool. I'm not far away. I'm in Wild Dune, South Carolina at the moment. Chris, live from Yardley. Oh, you got the buzzed head going on? Cool. That's cool. It's not about what happens to you. It's what happens within you that counts, Lombardi. Don't you just love those kind of things? South Dakota Nation. It's here. Thank goodness it's here. Eric, don't wish things were easier. Wish you were better. Boom. The great Jim Rohn. Isn't it amazing how much Jim Rohn gets quoted? I have a ton of quotes by Jim Rohn. Maybe I should, I took them down live as he said them, sitting next to Darren Hardy for successive Jim Rohn weekends. Unbelievable. One a month for 6 months. 5,000 people in the audience, and I'm in the front row, thigh to thigh with the great Darren Hardy. We're kicking each other every time he said something amazing. I work even when I sleep. Look it up. It's fascinating. Exactly. The brain never rests. Napoleon Hill. Phenomenal. That's exactly right. Cutco knives. Ask Jen Gittimer. Oh, Jen Gittimer's story about Cutco is unbelievable. My Christmas present to myself was 2 Samuel Smiles books because of all of his quotes read here. That's cool. That's totally cool. I'm going to tell you what, the books are old, they're hard to read, but they have gold in those sentences. Literally gold. Second time listener from Long Island. Well, dude, I know that, salespeople think they know everything, but if you're from New York, you actually do know everything. So pretty much anything I say, if you're from New York, will just be a review. Thank you for showing up again. I totally love it. Englewood, Florida, dude. David King, download the Clubhouse app on your iPhone and make sure you're friends with iPhone contacts. Oh, share your phones, probably. And you'll get in eventually. Exactly. Oh, this is cool. Thanks, Justin. For anybody looking for Clubhouse info, this is it. This is totally it. Saving it. If we're not connected yet, add me or follow me on Twitter. Cool. I have John Lee Duma. Whoa. That's a pretty big one, Ken. That's a real big one, actually. Listen, ask away on that guy. He is a treasure trove of information, literally. All right. Started reading Go Live this morning, Mary. You're going to love it. And I love it, and I wrote it. I think you're going to find yourself literally bending over pages and highlighting. That's the best thing you can do, I think. This is what you need to do in order to be able to make things happen for you and make things happen for the rest of your customers, group, team, family, you name it. Just go live. Alonzo, good morning. Sink, the great Chuck Sink. After skiing an extra day first, priorities, Okay, now I'm back. I'm glad you are back. Nice to see you, Chuck. I love him. Think. He's a good thinker, real good thinker. Matt, far and away the best prize that life offers is the chance to work hard at work worth doing. No argument with that, because the last part is the most powerful part. Work worth doing. I might add, work you love. Brianna, to get paid the best, you must be the best. T. Harv Eckert. Exactly. There is a quote. I'll give you the quote later. Yeah, I'll give you the quote later. Maple Valley, wherever the hell that is, good morning. Proverbs 5, for a man's ways are before the Lord, and he watches all his paths. Whoa. If you don't like it, learn to love it. Rick Flair. Oh, my God. That's... Oh, my God. Good morning from Missouri. We live in Charlotte, and it's the wrestling capital of the world. One of my best buddies is Nikita Koloff, and you'll meet him one morning on the show. As soon as COVID is kind of over, he'll come back. Inspirational thought. What you focus on, you will manifest. All with the exception of the weather. Focus on good, manifest good. Brilliant quote, Paul, saved. And Alonzo, I'm so happy to see you on here every day. You have no idea. Thank you, bud. Kevin, for everybody forever. Thanks from Fitz. Exactly. Cool. One of the best things taught me by my father, he asked, what are your values? Mine are simple: joy, integrity, love, and honesty. Oh, man. Good afternoon from London, England. This morning I'm having tea. And if you're from India, it's Darjeeling. I honor India every time I have a cup of tea, I think. And Jen has a good morning. Hello from Newcastle upon Tyne. I love this. I love Newcastle upon Tyne. Last year, I met my childhood friend's father, who is now in his 80s. For the first time in a long while, I thanked him giving me the love of the sport of cricket. He was really touched. I'm not sure who was happier, him or me, for taking the opportunity to tell him. I will guarantee you it was you. Guarantee you it was you. Mark, what's up with you, bud? Follow the path of the unsafe, independent thinker. Expose your ideas to the danger of controversy. Speak your mind and fear less the label of crackpot than the stigma of conformity. Thomas J. Watson, not a big guy, simply the founder of IBM. Boom. This is phenomenal. This is going to go in my treasure trove. You might want to look up on eBay. There's a magazine called Think that was created by Thomas Watson because it was his word. You know, ThinkPad, that came from Thomas Watson. Just saying. Might want to play in that league a little bit. I'm just saying. You don't have to. I'm just saying. Anybody else have a shot on Go Live, the book on Go Live? I'm sending them to my publisher who's lapping them up right now. Every time I send something, he thanks me. Blessings come to those who do more planting, watering, fertilizing, and harvesting. Or as Jeffrey would say, work your ass off. I agree. This is great. Thank you. This is really great. Thank you so much. Wilmington, North Carolina, and same message. Vince Lombardi once said, if you're not 15 minutes early, you're 10 minutes late. I concur. My mentor said, if you're not a half an hour early, you're late. I never beat him to a meeting. My mentor never beat him to a meeting. Devin is checking in with everybody. Cynthia, agriculture is the most healthful, the most useful, the most noble employment of a man. George Washington. Woo. Change the changeable, accept the unchangeable, and remove yourself from the unacceptable. Randall, dude, this is worth it. Way to go, bud. Dennis Waitley. Yeah, Dennis Waitley's cassette series on winning in 1977 was one of the first things that really put me over the edge in personal development. Arizona up and earning. Good. Wow. Hola from Costa Rica. Feeding 3 iguanas to stop by for their daily dog kibble. Oh my God. I love that. I totally love that. I began thanking people that had positively impacted my life after each anxiety attack to use all the energy in a better way. Woo. Excellent. On the topic of funerals, Yogi Berra talking to Mickey Mantle about a friend who had died. Come on, Mick. We got to go to his funeral. Otherwise, he won't come to ours. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yep, or do. So, Debbie, what's up with you? Jeffrey, would you say live is better than podcast for sales? No. Reading Go Live. Thanks for the awesome Joe Williams. I would have to say this. I would have to say they each have their value, and you have to determine what your audience is going to be more tuned into. I like both formats. We use both formats and have been very successful at it. So I would say both. How's that for a non-answer answer? Isn't that cool? Yeah, thanks for this, Deb. We're cooking Go Live this morning. We're totally cooking. This is like a phenomenal time. It's a Go Live time. All we have to do is just hang in there and do it, right? Good morning, Jeffrey. When you know what you want and you want it badly enough, you're going to find a way to get it. There is no doubt about that. I mean, no doubt about it, AJ. Calling all persons who have assisted and impacted me over the past 12 months. Firstly, you, and then the JG Nation. Randall, my darn pleasure, bud. My darn pleasure. Eureka. And Philly has checked in from Florida. Tom Bogosky, I did just that. I thanked an old mentor I hadn't spoken to for years. His wife called me a couple of days later. He passed away. Wow. You know, some people need permission to go. It's kind of crazy to say that, but I'm telling you, they need permission to go. It's their time, but let them go peacefully. One day I'll just tell the whole story about my mentor and going. Today, making contact with new colleagues and friends, launching New Health. That's cool. Way to go. That's way to go, Paul. I wrote my faith warrior mentor many years ago, and she had no clue how much she impacted my life. She was so touched, and I was blessed for letting her know. At the young age of 82, she passed away this past Thanksgiving. So glad I let her know. Totally. Dude, way to go. Way to go. Good man. Well, let's see. That's very well said, honey. Thank you very kindly. The book for me was a fun exercise because most of it I do myself. And the best part about Go Live is I called on people that I thought were experts and asked them to donate a chapter, and they did. Every one of them did. It's unbelievable how many people were impacted or are being impacted by that book. I just finished a book entitled Tip by Dave Gordon. Great personal branding story. Go, thanks. Oh, we skipped again. I hate skipping this. It just needs to be more seamless. We have a lot of people on today, and I'm so grateful for it. David Gilmour is making one of the greatest guitarists. Yeah, exactly. I agree. David Gilmour, nothing like him. And he's passionate, and he loves what he does. And he's a virtuoso if there ever was one. Reading a couple more chapters of Go Live, growing my Go Live balls. Oh my God. Oh my God. I love this. I totally love this. This is phenomenal. Somebody just asked me what I had for breakfast. Is that what they're doing? Let me see. Let me check it out real quick. What's for breakfast? This morning I had a hard-boiled egg, an English muffin, a couple of small oranges, some fresh orange juice, and a cup of tea. Yep. Good morning. Sneed, what? Iguana, do that. Oh my God. Good morning from Western Kentucky. Jim, good morning to you, bud. Thank you for doing what you do. You've helped me so much. That's good. That's good. That's my pleasure. You keep it up. Suresh, where are you from? Suresh, where are you from? Something tells me you're not from Cleveland. From India. Boom. Darjeeling. My tea. You're in Wild Dunes and I'm in Wildwood. Oh my gosh, that's cool. That's cool. Wildwood is a little different than Wild Dunes. Wildwood, for the unaware, is at the Jersey Shore. Enjoy some curly fries. Yeah. Good morning, Richard. Let's connect. See, that's what this is about. That's what this is totally about. Some study the roots, others gather the fruit. Depends on what end you get in on. That's cool. That's totally cool. Good morning, Jeffrey. Attitude is literally everything. Just do it. Keep it simple. Jay, I totally agree. Beautiful daughter. When I hear that one of my favorite teachers, mentors, business associates who's passed away and you never got the opportunity to thank them, I send a letter to their wife, children, thanking them for what I should have told the person but didn't. Mark. Never hurts to pick the phone up. And just say, don't put the word just in there. I just wanted to say, I wanted to say thank you. Just means, I don't know. I don't like adverbs. Good morning from BC. Craig, good morning to you, bud. All of my friends from Tulsa. My pleasure, Ron. Go spend time with Kyle Wilson and his inner circle. Love Jim Rohn quotes. Exactly. I've been there. Hello. Happy New Year's to you. Lynn, happy New Year's to you too, honey. Be sure to tune in Kellyanne this morning. Whoa. Eddie Alonzo, good morning from Wenatchee. I've learned that when you tell stories, people will remember them forever. For example, many years ago, a girlfriend and I went to see my grandparents, and she saw the 50th wedding anniversary picture and asked my granddad, when's the next anniversary? He said 48 days. That's cool. Years ago, my boss gave me our management team, the little teal book of trust. Jeffrey, you have been my mentor since then. That's my pleasure. That's my damn pleasure, dude. This is so nice. Thank you, guys. I'm staying on until I'm done this morning. You can leave if you got other things to do, but I got other people to thank. And there's a lot of them. This is a good time, a real good time. And we're in a time where there's a lot of unexplained things going on. It's no use saying we're doing our best. You've got to succeed in doing what's necessary. Holy smoking moly. Look at these things. They're so cool. Wow. Graham, thank you. Got that British name going on, Graham. I totally love it. We actually are taking those sales career failures and successes and turning them into a program and an ebook. I'm going to send this to Cynthia. No, I'm going to send this to Lisa and Jen so they can get an idea that their stuff is meaningful. This is cool. Lisa, cool. Jen, the wife. Jen, the wife. Love Jen, the wife, so much. All right, Eric, what's going on with you, bud? We're looking up Samuel Smiles. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. David King is issuing Justin a formal thank you. Mary, Europe guest members, can we connect? Of course you can. Now a part of new territory. Would love it. My event will be in Portugal in October. Go for it, honey. You go for it. Yeah, Purdue. See, this is it. This is the total it. We're connecting. We're giving each other ideas. We're making it happen. I mean, this is phenomenal. And Go Live is damn good. I'm just telling you that. It's damn good. Did I mention it's damn good? Oof. Just go online right now and go, but somebody just bought it. Huh. This is just unbelievable. Just unbelievable. This is Williams. Thank you very much for this. Joe Williams, by the way, if you those of you who don't know, first-class human being, family guy, honest guy, hardworking guy, just good guy. Total respect for you, Williams. See how good this is? Can't wait to read more. This is it. Can't wait to read mine. All you got to do, Mary, is sit down, grab a cup of tea, and go for it. This is just, it couldn't be any better than this. Thank you so much for these nice words. I am sending them to my publisher, and he will get the message to get a little bit more promo out there. You know what I mean? Coachman, thank you, bud. Charles Coachman, first-class guy, first-class real estate guy. Cali guy. Needs to get out of Cali and go to Phoenix, but that's a whole other issue. I'm not going to bug anybody to get out of California. They get out on their own. That's all I'm saying. This is your chance to get where you need to go. Thank you very much for today. Tomorrow morning is going to be amazing. You're going to love it. I'm going to see you on the Insiders Club soon. I'm going to make sure that you have everything you need. Let me get this piece down. Boom. Look at this. This is the longest I've ever been on. And boom, and boom, and boom. All right, we're going on that. But I want to make sure I just want to make sure you understand how grateful I am for you guys. I would go to Hippo Video. Help me if you need anything. If you need anything, go to Use Hippo Video. It will help you. 7 days free. Do whatever you want on there. Make videos for yourself and do them until you love them. And tomorrow morning at 9:59.